Good morning.
I'm starting with you, Yirimambo, on this matter. Partial lockdown lifted, borders still closed, social distancing, gathering directives remain. What sayeth thou?
In fact, a very good morning to your cherished viewers. A very good morning to all my CPP comrades. Kwame, in fact, yesterday at 9 p.m., I was glued to my seat. And all of us were expecting. It's either there will be an extension or other regions will even be added to the lockdown. To my utmost surprise, the president lifted the lockdown on Kumasi and Accra, respectively, and maybe extension to Kaswa. Now, my problem is very simple. From the initial briefings, they told us that at this juncture, it is data and science that will guide their decisions. It's very simple. At this crucial moment, only two things are very essential: data and science. That any decision government is going to make is based on these two parameters: the data available and the science. Now, we went under lockdown when we had less than 50 cases. We put measures in place. Though we had problems with the lockdown, you could see that still our system was not able to hold things together. And this has exposed us big time that if we have a country and you have only 3 weeks of lockdown and you can't sustain your economy, then I'm telling you, Ghana, we failed as a country. You have how do you call it, epidemic, 3 weeks or 1 month, you can't sustain it as a country without even going for external support. Then I'm sorry to say that our social systems are very weak and our economy is as fragile as anything. It's unfortunate where people used to preach that we have a resilient economy. I don't believe so. If only 3 weeks you are running helter scatter, it was not even 3 weeks, 2 we were running helter scatter to IMF for support. You can't even sustain something for 1 month as a country. Then what kind of country are we living in? Kwame, we had 1,042 cases. And we know that it will grow. I was fortunate to be at a briefing at the Ministry of Information. They told us why we have to go for a lockdown. Why? Because we need to use that space wisely and test more cases. And they projected that they're going to test between 150,000 and 200,000 cases. As it stands now, we've tested only 86,000. So why the rush? You gave us your own analysis that per the contact tracing you've done, you are looking at testing approximately 150,000 to 200,000 people. Now, you've done only 86,000 and you are trying to you have even lifted the lockdown. It doesn't add up. If you are saying that we are going to follow the science and the data, and per your own estimates, you are going to say that we are going to test 200,000 people, and you've done only 86,000. With even the 86,000, it's only 68,000 results that are in. 18,000 backlog. So now, what we are saying is that we know that can't wait, these figures will grow. And the most dangerous thing of all is the community spreading. Now, as we've mentioned, there are people who can be carriers. You will not know. He'll be working freely in the community. Meanwhile, it's a carrier. After 14 days, he doesn't show any symptoms. So you don't know. You think the person is that healthy. All you know that he's a carrier. He shakes you, he hugs you, and you are being infected. So the danger is still looming. I read an article from an Indian. He said, if the world rush to lift the lockdown, that will be the real beginning of the pandemic. And it is very true. Because you have a situation where when it is growing, it's like exponentials. It grows in big digits. So what you have to do is to ensure that you put stringent measures. And when we say measures, being under lockdown for 6 to 8 weeks, we know that it has some economic implications. And that is where the argument is. People are looking at the economy vis-a-vis life. Which is which? Now, in Ghana, we have only 2 epic centers. I even say one because now Greater Accra has more than 800 cases and Kumasi is one way around 60-something cases. So these 2 centers, this is where the huge problems are. So can't we concentrate our effort and ensure that if we are locked down into these 2 areas, we should be able to put social things together to ensure that those who are vulnerable in society will not be left out of the system. We fail to do that. We fail to do that woefully. Now, you have an economy. As Kwame rightly said in the beginning, we've gone for facilities to inject into the economy, to cushion the economy. We've even set up a COVID fund to ensure that people give donations to the fund, to support the social system so that the vulnerable society will also get their bite. So why the rush? We've not exhausted that fund. Nobody can tell me we've exhausted that fund. We are also taking another 1 billion facility from the IMF. So all these funds were coming into the economy to cushion us, to ensure that the social systems in the country will work. So we have no cause for alarm. At least what it meant is that we could have done this for the next 1 to 2 months successfully if we really wanted to. Because now we've taken loans, we've gotten facility, we've gotten support from donor agencies in this regard. So successfully, if we really wanted to go about this, we could have done it successfully between the next 1 to 2 months. We'll have no problems, Kwame. So some of us were shocked to the marrow when we heard that the president has lifted the lockdown. Now, it has implications on us, serious implications. He might be thinking that a lot of people are vulnerable and they are hand to mouth. They don't have enough resources as savings, so they are not surviving. Wouldn't you prefer that to a situation where these cases will escalate and you have more debt on your head? And I'm telling you, if these numbers increases within the next 1 month, the cases of death increases. Look, it will be on the president's head. The blood of these people will be on his head. Because you had a decision to make, either to save lives or to save the economy. And for the economy, I don't even want to hear that argument, because that argument won't fly. Because you've gotten all these facilities to cushion us. So what happened to the facility? How are you using the facility?
But the president was very emphatic. He said he knows how to bring the economy back to life.
But he doesn't know how to bring
exactly
back to life.
And that was the basis for the partial lockdown.
Excellent.
That was the basis for the partial lockdown.
When he made that statement, all of us were clapping. They said, yes, this is a real leader. But to our utmost surprise, why the U-turn? Why the U-turn? There are pressures coming. Yes, we know. Even some of us at home, there are people calling us that, hey, in fact, send me this, send me that. We know there's pressure. But would you prefer that pressure to people losing their lives?
That is the more reason why you went to seek parliamentary approval to be able to get that $35 million.
Precisely, and you have it. So if as a state, we have resources coming from outside, and we can't judiciously use it for a month. Hey, Kwame, what kind of country are we living in? It means, in fact, Ghana is somehow a failed state. Because if you can't use judiciously, you can't contain your own country within a month or two, then what kind of country are we living in? So, in fact, our leaders have failed us big time on this issue. And I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't get worse. Because the figures will show you that the data that he's talking about will show you that the situation will get worse. I don't want a situation where in 2 weeks I don't want to be a prophet of doom, where the cases will increase, there are more death, and he will come back to tell us that now we should do another lockdown.
You know, but let's get into the